I'm Kevin Price with The Price of Business on Business Talk 1110 AM KTK in Houston, Texas, and USDailyReview.com reporting from New Orleans for a big event by Inc. magazine called GrowCo. It's an annual event they've been doing for years. We're delighted to be able to interview some of the businesses that are here some of them are startups, some of them have been around for years but are still in growth mode. We're able to do these interviews thanks to our good friends from Sound Telecom. That's sound-tele.com. They're a leader in both the answering service industry and in the calling services and much, much more. You need to check them out at sound-tele.com. All right, I'm going to be interviewing Teddy Nathan, and he's with a company called Crescent City Connections. And delighted to have you on the program. Kind of give us the elevator speech, if you will, about your company.
So Crescent City Connection aims to connect local businesses and visiting businesses with local nonprofits here in the Crescent City, that is New Orleans. So the idea is to create a bridge, much like the Crescent City Connection Bridge, for nonprofits to advertise their kind of services to visiting and also local businesses to connect the two to support the New Orleans community.
Okay. So how old is the company? And explain a little bit about the business model. Any type of business where there's philanthropy involved, there has to be a why for the business. So elaborate a little on that.
Absolutely. So Crescent City Connections is still in its development phase. So we're about maybe 4 months into kind of conceptualizing the idea. But the idea behind it, the business model, is essentially we're going to put on very customized, high-quality service events for these visiting and local businesses at the local nonprofit agencies, which will be our community partners. With that said, we're going to charge a nominal fee to these organizations, the businesses, and we'll have a partner profit sharing module for our community partners to promote and to support those organizations. So the nonprofits are going to receive human resources in the form of volunteers, but then also some financial support as well, which is unfortunately highly needed here in New Orleans.
Okay, so kind of give me a hypothetical. I don't know if you've actually implemented any of these yet, but give me a hypothetical of how a business would come in, how the nonprofit would benefit. Kind of paint a picture for me.
Yeah, no, I'd love to paint a picture, and a wonderful example would be the GrowCo conference that I believe started yesterday, but they did some events in the morning time to kind of get acclimated to the city of New Orleans, and so they did some walking tours. So perhaps to get a little more in depth or into connected to the city, we could have done a customized service event in a specific neighborhood with a community partner. So it might have been as leisurely, but you would have been a lot more educational and perhaps contextual for what New Orleans is and where we've come to develop after the storm. So we'd be really working with conferences, and it's really a wonderful way for outsiders to learn and connect with the city on a deeper level, but even people that are from here, organizations that are here, to also connect with different communities in the city.
Okay. So tell me, speaking of GrowCo, you mentioned that. Tell me about why you're here and what so far has been the highlight for you.
Absolutely. So I'm here under the wonderful benefit of Tulane University. They were able to offer a couple of students free membership or admission to this conference for the last couple of days, and it's been wonderful to actually talk to all the other entrepreneurs here. They serve as mentors or role models, or at least signs of success for my idea and venture, and in hearing how far they've been able to come, and then to see the support and the resources that are available for these entrepreneurs nationally and globally has been incredibly encouraging. So not any one highlight quite yet, but just seeing the support structure and how large this has become is really quite inspiring.
Teddy Nathan's been our guest. He's with Crescent City Connections. And Teddy, I know you're really new in your development and your launch. Do you have an email where people can contact you to get more information?
Absolutely. So the email is C3, the number 3, NOLA, N-O-L-A, at gmail.com. And that's all we have for now. We have a Facebook page as well. You can find us on Facebook at Crescent City Connections, but I would just ask that you keep your ears and eyes open for this venture as we hope to be launching in 2014.
Yep. Thanks, Teddy. Appreciate it. I'm Kevin Price with The Price of Business and Business Talk 1110 AM.